All right, at 7:18 on this Sunday morning, we got to check in with meteorologist Trey Fulbright. So Trey, as people are getting out and about, enjoying their Sunday activities, what are we looking at? Do we need that raincoat again?
Not right now, but there's a lot of frost out and about this morning, especially if you're outside the city and some of these rural communities. You're going to have a lot of thick frost in place as those temperatures have dipped down into the teens this morning. 26 in Pittsburgh, but you work your way up north toward Franklin and Butler. You're sitting in the teens right now. 16 there, 18 and Butler. Washington was at 19 earlier. They've now come up to 20. Expect skies to become partly to mostly cloudy this afternoon. 46 by 2 p.m. A south wind and dry air will allow us to see that temperature respond pretty nicely with that March sun angle today. But you can see that surface high off to the north flow around that, bringing in the colder air from the north and east this morning. But as that starts to move to the east, we're going to start to see that wind turn back to the south, and that's going to bring back the moisture and eventually a chance for showers later on this evening. A very potent disturbance moving across the Midwest this morning. Moisture flowing up into that, producing a pretty heavy band of rain and thunderstorms across Missouri. It's likely that this southern complex of storms is going to remain fairly heavy, and it's going to continue to move off to the east. So the northern end of this is not looking to be as heavy as what some of the earlier model guidance indicated. So we've reduced rain totals a little bit for this evening, but we're still going to see widespread rain, especially going into the late afternoon and evening time frame. By 4 p.m., looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, lower 50s with clouds that are on the increase. These will be mid and high level clouds giving us that filtered sun. Rain arrives between 7 p.m. this evening, and that will carry on into the evening and overnight. You can see some of the heavier bursts likely setting up from Pittsburgh just down to the south and southwest. And then that rain will continue through around 4 o'clock in the morning before that exits off to the east by daybreak on Monday. Now, the cold front will come through during the early morning hours tomorrow, but temperatures are still going to respond to that warm southwest flow coming up from the south and west. So we're still expecting temperatures to work their way back into the mid and even upper 50s tomorrow afternoon under partly cloudy skies. And there's a chance that we may see an evening shower or two, especially north and east of Pittsburgh up toward the I-80 corridor. Again, rainfall totals between 1/4 to 1/2 inch. We're still running a deficit, so every drop that we get will be very beneficial. And then another thing to watch with the system will also be the winds as well. We expect those to increase tonight and then peak during the day tomorrow. We could see gusts anywhere between 35 and 45 miles per hour in the afternoon and evening before those winds start to decrease late tomorrow night. Once we get rid of that system on Monday, attention will turn to the middle part of the week. There will be another upper level disturbance to swing through Tuesday night into Wednesday that could bring a few showers, perhaps even some snow as well, as the temperatures will be cold enough for that. Colder air stays in place for a short time frame, and then as we look ahead toward the end of a week, that warm air comes back and comes back pretty strongly, as you'll see on the 7-day forecast. Our temperatures work their way back into the lower 50s for the middle part of the week with that dip on Tuesday and Wednesday. 45 for a high with some morning rain and snow Wednesday. Then we work our way back up to the 60s near 70 by end of next week.